Welcome back. With me, I have Mr. and Mrs. Akoy. Remember them from the last time. They came in with the issue of domestic violence, and we've been working together to try and see how to improve their marriage and get help for the issues at hand. We also have the lovely sister, Madam Mirabel, that has also been helpful and supportive. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Oh, wow. You guys look good.
Thank you, Mom.
I didn't even recognize her.
Of course, you didn't recognize me.
Oh, you look lovely. Oh, wow. Sir, how are you? How are things?
Very well, Ma. We're doing great. I'm fine. I feel much better now. I feel much relieved. So, all thanks to you.
Oh. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy to see that things are getting better.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, so she's back home now?
Yeah, I had to send her back home just as you instructed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how have things been for you, sir? Have you been talking a lot?
Of course. I thank you very much, Ma. You did a wonderful job in our marriage. We are back to ourselves. I love my wife.
Oh.
Of course, I love my husband too.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that's sweet. Okay.
Yes, Mom.
So, of course, I know that this is work in progress. We're not there yet. We're still working together. But I'd like to know, what are the other issues that we still have to deal with? What are some of your concerns?
Okay. Basically, Ma, like my husband rightly said, we are actually getting better.
Okay.
And we believe that you have been helpful to us as a family. And they really, really do appreciate you for that. Basically, of course, there are still some issues that we still need to look into.
Yeah.
From my husband's perspective. And he doesn't want me to work first.
Okay.
And you know how it is, Ma. You know, aside working for the money, which I really don't get often, of course, I still need to, feel free, mix up with people out there. It's also very important. It helps me to, open up to opportunities that can actually
improve your life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I still want us to look at it from that perspective. And then again, Ma, he really doesn't like me mixing up with people, especially friends. I don't know. There are some friends he knows that he doesn't want me to mix up with. I really don't know the reasons why, but I still think these are people you need. Of course, you can't stand as an island. Of course, you need people around you to also make your life better and to also better their lives as well. So on that aspect too, I want to really, really plead with him. And I don't know how you can also keep at that, like, working on that aspect. So I think that's also one of the major things we need to look into. And then again, my husband likes to take full control. Fine, I know he's the man, but I still think that should be worked on because we all have our lives. Even before I got married to him, I had my dreams, I had my aspirations, I had things I actually, wanted to do. But, his totally domineering attitude, it's taking me out of that line. And for me to be happy, like completely happy, and for us to be able to live happy ever, I think he also needs to look into all of that too, So it's something I really want him to also work on. I believe with you, Mom, you can actually assist us. You've been doing a great job, and I really, really do appreciate you, Ma.
Okay. Well, these are classic signs of abuse. Many times, even the abuser does not know that, these things are also a big problem. And the issue is usually that, if you check the very beginning of the lives of abusers, it's been one experience or the other that has made them see this as normal. Either from when they were children or from a point in their lives when someone was abusing them as well. And, they grow up to think that, okay, this is how things should be. Of course, there's also the feeling of insecurities. Oh, she should go out now. What if another man sees her? What if somebody else takes her away from me and all of that? So, sir, we are going to keep working. But these are things. this is the thing. For every human being, there is a plan and purpose for their life. And of course, some of us are called to support our husbands. But to get the best of us, you need to also associate with our own dreams and aspirations, the things that we also want to achieve. Many times people say, oh, how much is your salary? Just 40,000 and you suffer this much. It's not about the money. It is the fact that you feel useful to society. The fact that when you go out every day, what you contribute to maybe an office, a company, you know, an organization is useful. And, you know, without you, certain things will not happen. That's sense of feeling important, feeling that, okay, there's actually a need for you. Because the truth is, if this does not stop and if it's not sorted out, you continue to lose the real wife that you married. And this also drives people towards suicide. Because eventually they begin to feel worthless, they don't have any reason to be alive. So, you know, we have to look into that. Look for a job. At least you can start with a small business, something she can do that, of course, she can still be back home on time, you know, still spend time with you. Then, like weekends, she can go visit family and friends. You can go with her sometimes, but sometimes it's okay for her to hang out with her friends. You know, of course, sweetheart, that doesn't mean that when you are with your friends, all you discuss is your marriage. Because that might be something that might be discouraging him. But when you are with your friends, have fun, you know, you guys hang out, do what you want to do. Keep it minimal, because, you know, people would talk. Usually influences from outside can make things worse. So you watch what you disclose to your friends so that they don't come back at you. Control is being a leader, not a boss. You know, there's a way you can still be the man and she'll be eating out of your hands even without asking her to. All you need to do is, because women are highly emotional creatures, all you need to do is get to that part of her that fell in love with you. Appeal to that side of her. Be affectionate, be sweet, be romantic. I'm telling you that you don't need to tell her to sit at home before she sits, because she's going to be wanting to do everything to make you happy. Let's take it from another side. Let's take it, you know, instead of insisting and forcing it, let's look at it from, okay, what can we even do to have her fall into line naturally, that you not even need to stress yourself? Talk to her more. Take her out. You know, play with her. You know, even work. Let her be involved in what you do. Try as much as possible not to interfere. Couples, normal couples, everybody has their own issues. But if you continue to be a constant, you know, person in their marriage, it will make things more difficult. So try to find that I know you want to be protective of your little sister and all of that, but we have to be careful so that we don't now get the wrong side of this help that you want to render.
Well, I'm not prognosing and I'm not getting involved so much. It's just that it hurts me to see my kid sister being maltreated. And as a matter of fact, it has been going on for quite a long while.
Yeah.
The thing is just getting too much. I'm not going to get pissed. She got married to a man she felt she loved. Even though I, naturally, from the first day, I didn't really like him. Let me be sincere with you.
Yeah.
But since that was what she wanted, I had to give her my full support.
Okay.
But having her been punched, that one I won't take. But as long as there's no punching, I'm not there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm off.
Yeah, good. As long as we establish that, that's fine.
I'm good.
You know, that's fine.
Yeah.
Of course, she will know when to come to you when there are issues. And of course, we're all still working together. It's a process. It's not going to happen overnight. We're still going to do a lot of work together, and then I'll be checking on you from time to time.
Yeah.
All right, then. There you have it. We're making progress. Peace has come. Gradually, we're going to get there together. I'll be right back. Stay with me. Welcome back. Before we went on the break, we were dealing with the issue of domestic violence.
Let's not forget here that domestic violence or abuse is not limited to just physical slap, nail scratching.
Women has a mouth.
Yes, that was what I was about saying. There was a time I knew Mima mentioned the fact that we women, we should be careful with what we say. Because there's a way you talk and A man will just, in our words, you just want to go and commit suicide.
No!
So are we forgetting that?
No, I disagree.
Osas, wait.
No, don't tell me to wait.
Osas, Jesus. Osas, you pretend too much.
How did I pretend?
You pretend too much. Tutu, can you remember, just before we entered here, Osas was giving us a gist of a man in worry where he goes over there, always making him shine. Wait, let me give you guys the gist, man.
What did I say?
I can't believe said that this man is always, the wife is always like beating, slapping, and all those things. And that one day he got an advice that just slap this woman just once. Okay. You know, put her in her place.
Yeah.
And that what did the woman? You said this. There's something that
it was his uncle. His uncle went in there now. Don't you remember? Okay, uncle went in there when that was happening.
Yes.
And dragged the man
just
out.
Slapped your wife just once. And that the man said that if he should start, he would never be able to stop. What is that?
That's a foolish man, and I told you. That's the story I gave. Yes.
Are you kidding?
No.
You are a liar.
I said the story.
You are a liar.
I'm not denying that I didn't say the story.
Okay,
that's not a liar. Yes.
So what's your
uncle?
Yes.
My uncle is my uncle.
Yes.
That is a real man. He dragged the man out. I said, if you got, why can't you slap this woman? If not that I was younger, I would have beaten the man before I started. Because the truth is that man is not a man. Maybe he's an hermaphrodite or something.
Men like
I a woman. Yes.
It's men like
Yes.
How am I lying?
I admire the
man. You are in
man.
awe of the man's courage.
Oh my God.
Not to hit back.
I admire the man.
Yes, and I can't believe
I admire the man. A man that is beaten by a woman admired by me.
In the name of Allah.
Can you imagine that?
Milima.
Milima,
I think we have a situation here.
I was talking about my uncle, not the man. I said my uncle is a man of integrity.
Milima, I think Milima.
Calm down.
Calm down. For instance, I has a transporter and go to that building, and I find that where a wife is beating the husband.
Yeah.
Allahu Akbar. First responded as I am.
Yes.
What I will do is simple. Is to fill it with the women.
I see.
You fill it with them and rescue your fellow man. Then later you started settling quarrel. I'm not like Osas who will return that he will beat. You can't beat because the power of the woman is not physical. It's in the mouth.
Yeah.
That's right.
If a woman tell you something,
you can.
Wallahi tallahi, you can never recover.
I never seen woman before now.
What is he going to tell me?
What are you going to tell me?
Can you be real?
Don't be telling me that a woman said, do you know what is annoying me, Ruth?
It's the truth.
You know what annoys me? How can you
that's
tell me
his
that a man will go and jump inside the lagoon because of what a woman said? It's a stupid man.
Just pray to your gods. But you don't meet that kind of woman.
That's where I'm from.
In any
Stop representing your people
What
in
is
a bad light.
I'm not representing. He asked a question.
Are you
He asked a
saying-
question. Where am I from? I said,
even
this is where
in
I'm
the
from.
Benin,
Yes.
there are men who are being violated.
Now lie.
That is
It's a lie. You see your place.
is the true picture.
Benin women are very opinionated.
See,
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Opinionated. Are you a Benin woman?
No, Aburobo.
What are you telling me?
I know.
Talk
You're
about
not
yourself.
far from us, so.
Talk about yourself. We are far from you.
You're not far. You're
Talk
not
about
far.
yourself.
You're
We are far from you. Talk about
Drama
yourself.
king.
It's not a drama. Peradventure, there's a man out there who is being molested. Please let the man see me.
You don't see.
See you as what? See you as what?
You need to be silent on this issue.
You're going to a rehab.
I think they rather see Milima than see
Also,
Osas.
you see the man to Akwando. By the time the man gets back home, it will be something else entirely. And the truth is this: we can't talk about all this and not talk about what women, how a man, you know, in such situations should handle a woman that is over possessive and jealous, because these issues stem up women being violent and violating their husbands, which Mima is always hammering on communication between partners. So, you know, as a man, unlike, you know, taking on Osasi's advice of beating back your wife or
I've
whatever.
never said that.
I don't know. You suggested
Did I ever say that?
You suggested
No, but
it.
she's lying
You
now.
suggested it.
Did I say that?
You suggested
I didn't suggest it. I said I would be the man. That's what I said.
Okay, don't calm down.
How can I contradict myself when I said initially?
Let her make her point.
What I'm just saying is, us looking at the issues, like instead of beating back your wife, I think you should communicate. Like Mima would always encourage partners that communication is very key. Then be honest
Which
about.
one is a padlock?
Can you guys just let me? I won't have a straight thought in this role.
They go peripe super.
Okay, I said communication and also honesty. It is important. Like whatever you want to do, if you know your wife, you know we all have the tendency to be jealous and possessive. But when it gets out of hand, please, men, talk about it with your partners. Don't beat them back. And women too.
And don't hide it.
Yes, when you're not sure of your husband's movement, before you go and carry oil. Remember the pilot? Yes, when the man was just joking about bringing home a woman into one of the rooms.
You see why I said the man? You see why I said that's not a man?
You said he poured oil, or she poured
oil.
Oil.
Yes. She bought 20 liters of oil, heated it up and poured it on him.
Mima, that's the perfect example of a man who is not a man. How can you go and
tell him?
Hold on, let me finish.
But he was sleeping.
Yeah, whatever. How can you go and tell your wife that you want to bring another woman?
So
you go and bring the woman first. You bring the woman. You surprising.
Are you serious?
That is it. You surprise her. You want to be. That's the problem with women. You give them chance, they take chances. How can you take permission from a woman? Now you build a house. You are the one flying the airplane. You see flying it for you? No. You see the one bringing money? No. And then you build a room. You build a house for her. You even give your own tempo.
So you should.
Because you build a tempo for the bring the woman.
The thing is that the man didn't actually have any plans of taking another wife. He was only joking.
That's why he's a foolish man. Because a man should not be joking. A man should say what they mean and mean what they say.
Seriously. I think what has a situation here.
Yeah.
Which is Osans.
A man must say what it means.
You need to consult and cancel it.
Okay, guys. This argument is continuing. I'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm so excited today. With me in the Celebrity Corner, I have the most generous, funniest, Clint the Drunk. Thank you for coming, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you.
Much for having me.
Thank you for coming. Okay, why do men beat their wives?
The problem I have with that statement is, what is domestic violence? Because a whole lot of people keep saying this, why do men beat their wives? Domestic violence, why do men beat their wives? I want to approach this thing from another angle. Okay, let me come from the angle of men beating their wives.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know the percentage or anything, but a lot of viewers will agree with me that it is very wrong for a man to beat his wife. Yeah. Very, very wrong. It is very, in fact, it's something that should never happen, no matter what. Yeah? But then some women fail to realize that the man they are living with is a human being. And every human being has a wall.
Okay.
And if you push someone to the wall, I'm talking about emotional wall.
Yes, yes.
The person gets to react. Now, some people, when you push them to the wall, they don't react. But when you attempt to push them into the wall, that is I don't know how to explain it. You know, like, I'm a Christian. The Bible says the power of life and death is in the tongue. Yeah. You can actually kill someone with your mouth.
True.
Some women are very violent with their tongue.
With their tongue, yeah.
They already had killed the man before the man would react.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, like I always tell women, sometimes when you look at it, like already I condemned the fact that it is. It's very wrong for a man to beat a woman, but sometimes women, please watch your mouth. If you don't want a man to react that way, then keep your mouth shut. Let me show you something. A lady comes out, says some things to a man. You know the words not to use. You know things that you are not meant to say. And you know that men, physically, no matter how you look at it, because they say men and women are equal. I tell you, we are not equal. No. We are not equal. We can actually equate us one way or the other. You could say, okay, as men are stronger physically, women are also stronger emotionally. Yeah, so if you cross multiply, you will see equal to this is equal to this. But then, the way you feel when a man beats you is the way a man feels when you say some certain things. Some women, they can spend the whole day comparing their man with other men, thereby making the man feel that you're looking at another person out there
instead of just him.
You're not seeing him. You're looking at other people, preferring other people, and then it can actually make a lot of things go wrong. But that doesn't cut the fact that some women, not so many women beat
their husbands.
As in they wound their husband, as in physically they do.
Is it that he doesn't retaliate because
some of them will not want to retaliate because of maybe upbringing or something?
You shouldn't touch a woman.
And some of them don't retaliate because they know that once they do that, anyone around would not think about the fact that the woman she started or she was doing anything. They will rush him because the way our society is, not just in Nigeria, everywhere in the world. If a man is seen raising his hand on a woman in public, both men and women will rush to the woman's rescue. But do you know that if a woman is seen beating a man in public, people will smile
and laugh at the man.
They don't catch her.
That's not fair.
Waiting this man. The truth is, nobody will raise their hand because subconsciously, even the women believe that they're weaker sex, that they are going to. The woman can't possibly do anything
to a man.
To the man. But we are equal, Shebi. So let us find out this equation.
Where it
equality.
Starts and
let
where
us know where it starts and where it ends. Major thing. No violence. Remove the violence.
Yeah,
let's just do domestic.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Any final word of advice for our young people out there?
Yes, stay close to your God. Read your Bible, read your Quran. Whatever religion you're in, be truthful to your God. Say your prayers. Eat the right food. And God bless you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
There you have it. Stay close to your God. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You can see it's a very sensitive topic for all of my team members here. I mean, it's something that's affecting all of us. But before we go, I'd like to give anybody being abused out there a few pointers that they may use if they find themselves in that kind of situation. The first thing you should always do is create a list of emergency numbers. You know, in Nigeria, we don't have 911 to dial. So you need to have a list of people that you can easily call that can come to your rescue. The second thing is that you need to figure out a safe place to hide anytime your partner goes off. Pending when you are able to leave the relationship or situation, you need to find a place in your home where you can hide securely before he can find you. And then another thing is you can decide to lie. It's okay to lie to protect yourself and your children. You can decide to tell stories that are not true so that it can divert his attention. Also, identify things that you can say that can calm him down. Things that can point out that, okay, please calm down, so that he can calm down. And then another thing is having codes. For example, if you have code red, and all your children's teachers, all of your family friends, anybody that you have put on standby, anytime you're on the phone, maybe even when he's looking directly at you, you can make the call and tell the person, okay, well, I'm lying on the beach today. And then the person knows that, okay, there's danger and you need to be rescued. And so it's very important to have that at the back of your mind. Another thing is teach your children how to dial emergency numbers. Tell them how to call the police or to call the rescuer, call somebody that can help, and teach them to stay away from the conflict. Because, you know, a lot of children are caught in between and some of them are even killed in the middle of this. So you teach your children to call for help, teach them to hide far away from the situation. Another thing is that you should pack a bag with important things. You know, if you're on any medication, a bag that you can quickly grab and leave the house or leave the environment when you need to quickly rush out. Pack a bag that has everything that you need, your basic necessities. There's a particularly sad story that came to my notice recently of a woman that was widowed and now remarried with 2 sons. And when she got married, she was battered, she was beaten by her husband regularly, and her boys were caught in the middle. You know, one of those very difficult days and violent days, the man pushed the son and he fell over and died. Now, that even still continued because people told her, oh, you need to be patient. You've already lost 1 husband. You can't be losing number 2 and counting number 3. So she stayed. The next time there was another fight, a couple of months later, this man actually kicked her son's scrotum. And today, he cannot father a child. So she has lost both sons in principle, and she's really living in regret. It took that for her to realize that she needs to be out of the marriage. And so I am reaching out to all of you out there. You can always reach me. Find me on Facebook, social media, send me an email. Speak up. I hope that you learned something new and you can join us next time. But before I go, always remember that you do not need to go through life's challenges alone. You know why? Because Mima cares.